What's up, lifelong learners? It's your boy, Mr. Heng, and today I'm going to expose the truth about the Osmo Action best settings. I grew up pretty hood, and I was asked to join gangs, but always respectfully declined. Why? Because I was a schoolboy. I knew that education was my way out of the hood. At age 25, I started my dream job as an educator. Since 2006, I've been teaching high school kids how to transform their lives through education. So, consider subscribing and join the mission to make the hood all good. Alright, so today what I did was I rigged up my Canon EOS RP. So I'm going to be recording with my macro lens the best settings for video for the Osmo Action. Now this is going to be a series of video for best settings for this situation. So I'm going to discuss more of the reasons why we choose those settings and not so much the best settings. There are optimum settings for your lighting situation, but there is no such thing as a best setting. You're just going to try your best to see if the exposure is correct. So I'm going to stop the recording right here and go to this right there. Okay, so for you to be able to learn everything that I'm doing here, you're going to have to push on the quick select button, touch this ... on top right here, ... Make sure you turn on all of these. Just turn them all on. Okay, so right now I'm going to be focusing on teaching you how to get the best settings in full sun. Now this is not going to be amazing or anything. This is like my backyard because I just want to demonstrate the point. You right now are probably on auto. So what you're going to have to do here is you're going to have to click on or touch manual. You see how this all turned white? It's because I need to set my exposure to 100 and then set my shutter speed to something that is super fast to cut down the light from coming in to the sensor. All right, so if I go too far up to 800, you see how the image is dark. But when I start to slow down the shutter, I'm letting more light in to hit the sensor, and then you see the image getting brighter as I go. So to me, the best setting right now for my lighting situation in full sun is actually going to be that right there. That setting is going to get me the most details. The shadows are kind of dark, but it's okay. I can just go to my shutter, keep the ISO at 100, and then adjust the shutter accordingly until I like my image. Okay, so now I'm in an indoor situation where I'm having this light up the room, and then I have my window open, and then I also have my computer that's lighting up all this space right here. And what I'm going to do here is show you that, well, to the camera, this is dark because my settings are set to 100 ISO, shutter speed at 60 because I'm shooting at 30 frames per second. Now, what I'm going to do here is adjust the ISO to make sure that the image is getting bright enough. And there you go. That would be my personal best setting for this lighting situation of being indoors. Now, you have to understand that the higher you go with ISO, the more grain, or not grain, but the more noise you're going to be introducing to the image. So just keep that in mind, and you're going to have to test shoot different ISO with different settings to see what is the best optimum setting for your lighting situation. Now I'm going to take it to a dark place, and my shutter and my ISO is also going to change as well, depending on how much light is in that space. Okay, now I'm in my hallway where it is being lit by this little light right here, okay? And some of this door light that's coming through here. And then, if you can see here, this is the hallway that is bouncing light into this dark situation. So what is the best setting for this situation? We are going to go to manual mode. I'm going to crank up the ISO as much as possible, and you can kind of see the image popping up. And then I'm going to slow down the shutter speed as much as possible. But this will introduce some motion blur that some people might not like. But you can see right there that the image is actually a little bit brighter now, but it's going to be so much grain. So I'm going to record here this footage to show you that the higher ISO you go, the grainier that this thing is going to look. So I'm going to have to end my recording right here. And let me know what you think in the comments down below about this noisy image. Okay, so what are the things that you take away from this video? Well, first off is you need to understand your lighting situation, because your lighting situation determines and dictates your settings. So if you are looking for more tutorials, make sure you subscribe, like, you know, that guy right there, he's saying that right there. And if I can get, you know, at least 25 likes to this video, I'll make more tutorial videos. And for those of you who are more advanced users, I have stuff like this that I can show you. I have a Ninja 5 monitor where I can check my waveform to make sure that this is properly exposed. So if you're looking for best settings, you need to have something this fancy to get the best settings. And then I also have my RGB parade telling me that my white balance is good. Now, for those of you who are new, you're going to learn more about white balance a lot later. Because right now, just understand your lighting situation first. I hope you learned something new. And if you learned something new, you know, a thumbs up would be nice. A thank you in the comments goes a long way. Like, I spend a lot of time making these videos. So I just want you to help me out by just a simple thank you. And if you want to learn more, make sure, like I said, subscribe. All right, well, I'm going to keep this video short so that way you can go on and do all this fun stuff with your best settings. Go out and be the best you can be at what you do. And I'm going to say goodbye. For those of you who are returnees, get your hands ready. For those of you who are first timers, get your hands ready and just follow along. Rock, paper, peace.